Alright, so I've decided to make a couple new builds as I've been uploading videos a lot more, or relatively a lot more anyway, making just kind of random builds. Like I'll design one on the Mugen Monkey, and then I'll just go kind of throwing together. And yeah, so I decided to make an everlasting dragon, sort of. I mean, he's using the crystal magic, clearly. I do have some wog, but it doesn't matter, because it's all fair. I sort of rearranged the way my equipment's set up, like the way where everything's placed after this fight, but this was the first one, so I figured I'd just leave it in. And since I'm a dragon, I gotta be using the white dragon breath, because that's just awesome. And I don't have any armor, so the Darkwood Grain Ring is sort of a must. It's either that or the Wolf Ring or both, but I'll just stick with that and have the Bellowing Dragon Ring on. That's just, I think, more appropriate too. It's more dragon-related stuff. Some of these people took a lot of time, so I just kind of cut right to the chase of each fight. And now, yeah, so I mean, it's not a, that's not a good way of saying it. For the build, he has like 5 attunement slots, I want to say. So I have 2 white dragon breath, 1 crystal soul mass, I think, and then I want to say 2 wog. So either 5 or 6. And I gotta say, this is my favorite sorcery of all time, because that's just so freaking wicked. Like the white dragon breath for intelligence, the chaos lava, or why am I saying this wrong? The chaos fire whip. There you go. And I don't know for miracles. Miracles would be a tough choice. 'Cause there's a couple that are decent, but for fun to use, I would say it's definitely the sorcery, the dragon breath, and also that lava whip, because those two are just crazy. But yeah, this claw though, I love the claw for some reason. It's just so good at getting in and getting out really easily. Throwing a couple of hits, just build up some minute bleed, just kind of freak them out. But yeah, I mean, I think with this fight, I think after the first fight, I upgraded to Dragon +3 for the Covenant, so that way that roar would be bigger. Unfortunately, I have like no endurance, and I just don't eat that grass stuff, the green blossom. So if I roar, it uses all my stamina, which sort of defeats the purpose. And then this guy, he decides to kind of butt in, but he just attacks that guy, kills him immediately, and I just go in for a quick kill there. Although he has a lot of health, so I couldn't just finish him off, though. I forgot about that. But it doesn't matter. And then, of course, you got to get the point down. Well, what is it, combo? Because they messed up a fight in the Berg. Oh, this guy. I remember this guy. I think I fight this guy a lot. Or maybe not. I don't remember exactly. I haven't watched the video in a while. I haven't made the video for a while. I'm just rewatching it now. That was stupid in doing that locked on. You should never use the white dragon breath locked on unless they're being an idiot and running like straight at you or something. I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes it works, but it depends. Like if they're a more lumbering character like this guy is, comparatively to like someone using like some dex weapons, then he wouldn't run straight at you. Like there's no reason for him to do so. Yeah, I kind of turned into a backstab, but it wasn't my exact intention, but it worked out well. It's so rewarding getting hits with that. And you know what? That just reminded me. Okay, so White Dragon Breath for the sorcery is the coolest, I think, because it's just so cool. It's like the most upgraded version of Soul Arrow, basically. But it makes like a ray on the ground, or at least it looks like it. And then of course the Chaos Fire Whip, because that does more than like a Great Combustion. in one hit, and you can get hit with 2 plus lava. So it can be extremely devastating if in the proper situation. For Miracle, I think the coolest one would have to be the Gravelord Greatsword Dance. I think that one is so freaking badass. Because it's like Fire Tempest, but, you know, it's magic that knocks people up into the air. It's magic swords that knock people up into the air. You just can't go wrong with that. Like, I think a build with just those 3 things would be very, very badass. And I actually made a build, I don't remember if I titled it, I think I titled it The Overtaker. Oh, that's not what I named it in my game, but whatever. Now that guy, he's just like a combination of things that I thought were badass, like the Artorias Greatsword. I think I have just a shield to parry, and then, let's see, Pursuers, Soul Spear, Wog, and I think Karmic Justice. And if not Karmic Justice, then it was something else that was like cool looking or something like that. That's kind of his whole deal, is just to be Mr. McBadass, which would have been a better name. But yeah, but if you were to make like only like a magic version, or like a primary caster or something like that, maybe some other weapon or something like that, I don't know. Then it would definitely be with those 3 spells. I think that'd be very, very cool. I don't know if I'll do that. I'll look into it. I'll see if I'll try to build like a build with it, and if it works, it works. Otherwise, I'll just kind of scrap the idea. Like, I had a Headless Horseman idea, but I couldn't make the head disappear. And that's just sort of some save editing things you can do and kind of make parts of your body disappear, but it's not like something that's like, oh, make your right arm go invisible. It's not like an option. You kind of have to figure something out, because I know with the thorns pieces you can do that, but I don't know if it would make the helmet disappear, and I don't know how it would do that. I don't fully understand it. But yeah, I love that thing. That save editor thing, it's great. Like, I mean, you shouldn't fuck up your character, although on the next video that I'll make, I entitled him a demon. I have like infinite pyromancies, but at the same time, it's like, you might as well. I mean, you guys have infinite stamina for people that use melee weapons, so it's like, why can't I have infinite spells? I mean, I didn't put like Great Combustion. I only put like the Fire Whip, the Chaos Fire Whip, and I think like a Fire Surge, Great Chaos Fireball, and Toxic Mist. And I think I have Fire Tempest or Chaos Storm as well. I think Chaos Storm, because I wanted to go all lava now that I think about it. But I don't have the Combustion, so I'm not going to just spam that or anything like that. And then on top of that, I also wear the Calamity Ring because I do have the infinite spells as well. So it's sort of like a trade-off. It's like, yeah, I may be able to go and fight forever, but I'm an easy prey to kill. So if you can kill me, you'll get me no problem. But if you can't get me, then this is going to be a long fight, potentially. Because as long as you're not hitting me, and I have that Darkwood Grain Ring on, as long as you're not hitting me with my frickin' super low health because of that ring, it's like 1325, and divide that by 2 basically because the damage gets doubled. You're looking at like 670 health almost. It's like 660 something. I want to say. But yeah, it's just overall a really cool build, that other one. That one and this one are like new favorites because, I mean, the Darkwood Grain Ring is usually like kind of ridiculous, and I understand that. But if you're using a guy with if you're fighting a guy who's ninja flipping around but they're wearing the Calamity Ring, you can't necessarily be too mad because when you do actually hit them, you know you're going to fuck them up. Plain and simple. Unless you're using like non-leveled gear or you're just screwing around, and then at which point, if you die, it's your own fault, you know that. But yeah, and then with this build, this dragon, which I haven't been talking about at all, like, if you see a dragon ninja flipping around, and especially one without using the wolf ring on top of that, like, you should just know instantly in your head, this guy has 0 poise. Anything I do will stun him, and at the same time of stunning him, will do a lot of damage just because he's a little dragon. Like that guy right there, that's what I was talking about, like being slow and coming straight in for the attack. He got hit with the white dragon breath. And I just wanted to kind of get him to back up because for some reason some people get intimidated by the dragon fire, but it's not an intimidating weapon. This fight was almost over before the freaking transition is done. See, now this guy would be hard for me to do that dragon breath because he just runs straight in for the kill. And he does well with it because I was messing with him in a previous fight earlier or something like that. It was funny though. This guy, I decided to leave this, and I guess I could have done like more talking about that other build when I was fighting this guy, because this guy, he just invades here and he just keeps switching his bolts, I think, on his crossbows. And I didn't want to just use my magic on him. I didn't want this to be like target practice. I wanted to like kind of join in the fun, although I did want to hit him and kill him, but I wanted to make it like a game out of it, because you don't always get someone who just wants to have some fun in Dark Souls, but at the same time of having fun, I still want to, like, you know, fight and, you know, try to kill you. Because if you're just, you know, dancing around, yeah, it may seem okay, but if someone else were to join the fun, like, I don't know, like if it's like a fist fight, that's okay, you know what I mean? And then you get the one guy who doesn't want to participate, so he pulls out a weapon, you guys pull out your weapons, finish him off, and go back to having the little brawl. It's fun when you can get like 3 people in it though, 3 to 4 people, it's nice. It's very fun. But anyway, yeah, so this guy, he just keeps running away, and I just keep trying to, like, it is like target practice, but it's like target practice with my claws, because it's like with the magic, you know, your magic's gonna, you know, you're gonna get them or you're not gonna get them. Well, with this, it's like you can improve that, because it just depends on the roll when it comes to the magic, minus the white dragon breath, but I think I'm okay with that. I don't need to really, not to say I'm like a pro, but I mean I'm practiced with it, so I don't really, it's not something that I need to, you know, train with, you know. Whereas with the claw, I want to say I did these videos first, and even if I didn't, I don't know, it just, you know, I'm not really a melee kind of guy. I like castings better, so I mean, it's nice, and especially after, you know, not really using the claw too much, and then going to making 2 builds with it, you just get a bit of practice with it, so it might as well. Yeah, this fight still has a little while left, but I don't care. I'm going to just leave it in because, you know, he's having a jolly good time. And I think I actually cut out a fight later on because the other guys were being ridiculous. But, like, this guy that I'm fighting now with the crossbows, he invaded again, and he fought this red phantom, and he was, like, kind of messing with him, although he was fighting him too, instead of just running around in circles like he is with me. And it was just really funny because, like, you know who it was? I think it was the guy with the scythe that charged me and got hit with the white dragon breath like a minute or 2 ago. And that was, like, it was very funny because it's like, I'm just up there sitting on top of where the crossbowman sits, and I'm watching them fight, or watching the engagement, and, because it was hardly a fight, so I was watching it, and, like, I'm sitting here thinking, like, okay, either 2 choices. Either fight that guy again, the guy who would just run into attacks and use fireballs left and right, or to fight this guy who's going to just run around in circles again. So it was just like, the choices. And then I think someone else invaded, and then, like, I think they messed something up, and, like, I died like an idiot to, like, being stun locked or something like that. That might be in later, so I might have just kind of, like, no duh on something. Unless it was on the other video. I don't know. I made both of these kind of really similar, so I kind of have both of the, you know, the thoughts about them in my head. I'm just trying to poke this guy with that That's funny. Yeah. So this is a boring fight, so I'm sorry about this. But on the upside, it's nice to see dragons around again. There's this guy who I fight later. He's a dragon too. I don't know if that's the right move though for his weapon. So basically what had happened was this guy, he invades, and he was a dragon as well, but I think he only had the dragon headpiece, unless he had the body later on. I don't remember exactly. And he does this like 2-hand poke with the dragon greatsword, and I don't remember people being able to do it. Like, it's like he rolled and then did a poke. It's like it was like the Balder side sword almost. Unless that's what it is, but I just don't think it is. Um, like, and I haven't been on Dark Souls itself in a while. I've been playing GTA 5, like everyone else in the 21st century should be. Not that Dark Souls isn't a good game, but just, like, come on, guys, it's GTA 5. We've been waiting for this for a long time. It's just like when Dark Souls 2 comes out, it's going to make us put our controllers down for whatever else we're doing, put Dark Souls 2 in, and then start playing that because it will control some of your lives for a little while. I know me, I'll probably be taking like a small vacation because that just sounds lovely to do when that comes out. Although I know the Elder Scrolls Online comes out for the next gen consoles around that time as well, I think, somewhere in spring, or at least that's what they were saying. And if that's the case, I will be splitting up the time between the two of the games. Because Elder Scrolls Online, I've been waiting for that game for like, since I was in at least like 6th grade. I remember saying like they had to do some sort of MMO thing. But it just, I mean, I have no proof of saying it, but I would always be telling like these 2 or 3 of my friends that like played the Elder Scrolls also, just like that's what they have to do. That's the only thing. That's the biggest thing. I mean, sure they're going to continue to make other stories, and it's not even like Bethesda, it's ZeniMax or whatever that's making Elder Scrolls Online, but like, that's going to be a cool game. And I mean, being the PvP kind of player that I am in Dark Souls, mixed with that love of the game sort of feel from the love of the game and the lore from Elder Scrolls. Although don't get me wrong, Dark Souls lore is awesome too. And then being such a advent player for PvP or whatever, you know, like that's what I enjoy in this game. Like, don't get me wrong, the PvE was cool, the first couple times, but you know, it's the same game. Whereas, you know, when you fight other people, you know, sure, you're gonna run across some mainstream stuff, which is like commonplace, like claymores, and it used to be really katanas. I don't see as many people using them. I'd say way more people use the claymore or the Balder side sword than freaking claymores any day. But yeah, I mean, it just like, I mean, sure, you run across the staple builds, but at the same time, when you do run across something different, it's like a great change of pace. Great change of pace. I mean, especially when you talk to, I mean, sure, when you fight people you know, you kind of learn them and they learn you, so it's like you're sort of playing on this different level against each other, which may just kind of overthink things if you're just fighting randoms, or be, just, you may, I don't know a good way of putting it, but like when you when you fight people you fight them out of this sort of different mentality. I think someone I was watching, I think it was like Jay Blackmail or something like that. You're not like just out for the kill, you know. You can, like, there's no, you know, you don't have to haste to get the kill in. You don't need that. You just you know, you need to kill them, but there's not a rush to kill them. Like, you have some time, so you can kind of draw out the fight. Which sort of leads into like a lot of people I know for a while back we were like talking about combos and stuff that was like gaining popularity in Dark Souls. If you know what I mean, then you know what I mean. But and I'm sort of like hit or miss with combos, like or not even hit or miss, but it's like on the fence. So it's like I'm right in between. Like yeah, they can be really badass and cool. Although I think the ring swap, weapon swap stuff is a little bit ridiculous. I mean, it's not a cheat code, but it's like you can think of it as like that, because it's like you do the up, down, left, A, B, you know, whatever, and it's like you're changing your equipment, yes, but it's almost like a cheat code mid-fight because you have to do it so quick. So not to say people are cheating, but that's what it's like. I mean, if you ever played like GTA, like I know before you put it into your phone, so like San Andreas, I guess would be the last one. Then, like, I mean, you have to be quick about it. You can't just take your sweet ass time. And in this, you can't. I mean, you could, but to do it like post like parry, you know, it's like that's practically a cheat code in and of itself. Although, I mean, it is ridiculous. It's just, you know, finger movement. It's not necessarily cheating, because it is you performing the actions. But I just think a tad bit ridiculous. But that's just me. But although weapon swaps for this game I'm fine with. And I actually think this is the end of the video here. Where are we? We're getting close to the end. Oh yeah, we are. Okay. Well, it's been an alright talk. I didn't really talk too much about this guy, but, and this guy and me, we were going just back and forth, so it was sort of just, I had to get him. I had to get him.